Yeah, a few weeks ago we were talking about Brittany Griner,
Yes, if I'm not
and
mistaken, still.
she's still in jail in
Hmm.
Russia.
Hmm.
Hey, how do I bring this up? I'm tripping. Nope, I want to make this the big one. There we go. All right, so let me read this. State Department says consular official was able to visit Brittany Griner for a second time this week. So they going over there to see what's going on with her, but for some reason they're not bringing her back. I don't. I like this less, especially like what's going on with Russia. This needs to be one of those situations where like what was that? Where is that from? Moses, let my people go. Are
I'm
you
gonna
gonna feel
stretch
the
this. I'm
wrath?
gonna
I think
stretch
this
this
needs
real
to be
bit, but
one of those situations.
I'm gonna let you finish because this to me this is a humongous story here.
So yeah, State Department spokesman, a spokesperson said Friday that for the second time in a week, a consular officer was able to gain access to Brittany Griner, the WNBA star who has been detained in Russia since February. So 3 months. Ned
Now,
Price, the State Department representative, said in a briefing that the visit happened Thursday and that the consular officer or official found her continuing to do as well as could be expected under these exceedingly challenging circumstances. Will you have anything to say about that?
no, okay. I'm gonna. This is huge. This is gonna be history, and the reason why I say this is because women that play basketball, this is what they do to make money, to make a living.
Mm-hmm.
They go overseas and they play. Even men do it too. Stephon Marbury very successful in China. You know what I mean? He's like the Michael Jordan in China out there. So back to Brittany. Like this is humongous. And once this settles, the WNBA is going to have no choice but to grow because they're going to have to make it that market available for those women to actually live. They're gonna have to do it. It's gonna have to be big the way Kobe wanted it to be anyway. And now with this going on, they have to do it because the reason why she's doing this is because not only for because the love of the game, but she got bills. She's a
Mm-hmm.
professional athlete, so a lot of these women might are under $100,000, but mind you, they got to work out, they got to stay in shape, they got to stay relevant, they got to do all that and make buckets. Like their body is, you know, their paycheck. And now we also know that women do host children. Most of them are married, things like that. So that's what I'm saying. Like it's a lot of things that these women go through, and the WNBA has to be big. It has to grow after this to prevent these women from doing this. Because if I was a female and if I was in that spectrum, I'm not going to Russia. I'm not going anywhere because this is too much of a coincidence. I mean, not a coincidence, but this is what a mistake this is. Like this woman can lose her life behind an accident. You know what I mean? And she's there. Like
I don't think
Russia,
she has a death penalty. I don't think. Let me see. Was
no, but what I'm
detained at a Moscow airport after vape cartridges containing oil derived from cannabis was allegedly found in her luggage, which could carry a maximum penalty of 10 years, which sounds like a grip.
yeah,
I
and my
mean, I all like you got to respect other people's culture, but at the same time, you can't tell me that like America doesn't have some leverage over these other cultures too.
I get that too, but let's just say like
We know
I'm
that
like,
because we seen people get pulled out of foreign prisons before.
yeah, and I really want to think that Brittany did not deliberately go out there and do this. Like this is not her
Maybe
first
not.
rodeo show.
Yeah.
And now let's go into the stature of this woman. So she's in a women's prison. We're talking about a woman that's 6'9", 6 feet 9 inches. their prison may not be able to even host a person that size. You know what I mean? Like the average woman is what, from 5 feet to 5'10", and a 5'10" woman is considered like a rare because women don't get that tall. But we're talking about a woman that's almost 7 feet.
Yeah.
And so every bed in there is probably a twin size or better. So it's like, and then I have to think about jail. The definition of jail is, this jail going to accommodate her needs? Absolutely not, because it's
No, probably
jail.
not.
Jail is meant to be disastrous point of your life while you're in there. Like, you think the war is coming down, and she's American too. But you think the war is coming down? Oh, she's 6'9". Well, let's get her Tempur-Pedic while she's here and make sure she's comfortable. This and that. He's not gonna. They don't care. You know what I mean? Like, and that's how I'm looking at it, and that's what I'm saying. Like her physical body is the way she gets paid, and we don't know what circumstances she's going through. We don't know any of that. All I know is just that it's jail. And all I do know is that you can possibly lose your life in jail because there's killers there.
Oh yeah.
There's,
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
so it's like, I don't want to bring any, I don't even want to talk no further on it. I pray that she gets home soon. But it's like, if happens, this would be a really, really, really be a disastrous moment if something bad happens to this woman. And I also feel like in the WNBA, I feel like that this should be more of a push and an urgency to get this done. Like, because the WNBA is on a national stage.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this
Some
is big.
people ain't gonna like this, but the bad orange man would have had it back already, yo. He would have had
I
it back
agree.
already.
I agree. Like this, like this is big. I know we talked about it a snippet like a
Even with
month
like what
ago.
we were thinking about, remember when Leangelo Ball got caught stealing in China? He didn't.
Yeah,
He was in jail for like a week.
yeah.
ASAP Rocky was stuck in Europe. He did some stuff.
That's what I'm saying.
Bad
Like,
Orange Man had him back. This wouldn't happen,
and that's what
especially
I'm
during the
saying.
time of war. He would already said some silly stuff on TV.
Yeah, and it's like, and then it's like the WNBA season just started, so this resurfaces the headliner again because this woman is not present. And if I'm not mistaken, and like I shared before, every life is measurable, precious, and stuff like that. But we're talking about that arguably she is the top three best WNBA basketball players probably in history. And she's in her prime, and this woman is not here. And she's over there. And it's just hard to me to just fathom that she really did this deliberately. And then it's like, do they want her to come home to spill some of the secrets? Like,
Mm.
this will make headlines too. That if she was like, I know I was set up. Like, if she even said something like that, oh my God, it's gonna be like, whoa, that's gonna ruin all of the money that's gonna be potentially made for all these players because they're not gonna want to go.